Welcome back to the Wellness Cues, your trusted place for powerful tips on food, health, and healing. If you have arthritis or deal with joint pain, this video is a must-watch. Let's talk about 10 foods that could be silently triggering inflammation and making your arthritis worse. Number 1. Let's start with one of the biggest culprits. It's sugar. You may not think that sweet treats and sodas are affecting your joints, but sugar is a well-known inflammatory substance. When you consume sugar, especially refined or added sugar, your body responds by releasing cytokines. These are inflammatory messengers that can worsen arthritis symptoms and increase joint pain. People with rheumatoid arthritis are particularly vulnerable to the effects of sugar, but even those with osteoarthritis can feel a difference. One study found that those who consumed more sugary beverages like soda had increased odds of developing arthritis. And it's not just desserts. You'll find sugar hidden in ketchup, salad dressings, bread, and even some healthy yogurts. Reducing sugar isn't just good for your joints. It also improves your energy, weight, and overall health. Number 2. Red meat, especially fatty cuts like ribs, sausages, bacon, and processed meats like deli slices, can fuel inflammation like throwing gasoline on a fire. Why? Red meat contains saturated fats and advanced glycation end products, AGEs, which trigger inflammation in the body. In arthritis sufferers, this can increase joint stiffness, swelling, and pain. Several studies have shown that a diet high in red meat is associated with elevated levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a marker of systemic inflammation. Additionally, red meat often contains omega-6 fatty acids, which, in excess, can tip the balance toward inflammation rather than healing. Try replacing red meat with anti-inflammatory protein sources like fatty fish, beans, or lentils if you want to ease your symptoms naturally. Number 3. Refined carbohydrates, for example, white bread, white rice, pasta, baked goods, and other processed carbs are major contributors to joint pain. These refined carbohydrates are stripped of fiber and nutrients, causing your blood sugar to spike. That spike leads to a quick inflammatory response in the body. Over time, this process adds to chronic inflammation that can wear down joint tissue. Foods with a high glycemic index like bagels, pizza dough, and crackers may contribute to both weight gain and worsening arthritis. Being overweight increases the pressure on your joints, especially your knees and hips. So, it's not just the inflammation from the carbs, it's also the added stress on your body. Choose whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, and oats instead. They offer more nutrients, lower blood sugar spikes, and support joint health. Number 4. Dairy products. Dairy can be a tricky food group for people with arthritis. Some people tolerate it just fine, but others notice flare-ups in joint pain and swelling after consuming milk, cheese, or yogurt. The main issue lies in a protein called casein, which can irritate tissue around joints in some individuals. Additionally, dairy products may contain saturated fats, which contribute to inflammation. While there's still debate over dairy's role in arthritis, many people report symptom relief when they remove it from their diet, even temporarily. If you suspect dairy is making things worse, try switching to alternatives like almond milk, coconut yogurt, or oat-based products for a couple of weeks and observe how your joints respond. Number 5. Fried and fast foods, for example, fried chicken, French fries, onion rings, deep-fried anything. These greasy comfort foods are loaded with trans fats and unhealthy oils that inflame the body on a cellular level. Fast foods also contain high levels of sodium and preservatives, which can increase water retention and pressure on your joints. Additionally, fried foods are often cooked in oils that are reused multiple times, leading to the formation of free radicals that can damage joint tissue. Fast food is also usually loaded with sugar, refined carbs, and artificial ingredients, creating a perfect storm for inflammation. If you're battling arthritis, cutting back on fast food can lead to significant improvements in joint mobility and overall pain levels. Instead of frying, try baking, grilling, or air frying your meals using heart-healthy oils like olive or avocado oil. Number 6. You may not think of salt as a trigger for joint pain, but excessive sodium can contribute to inflammation and water retention, making swollen joints even worse. High-sodium diets can also increase calcium loss through urine, which can weaken bones over time and make arthritis more painful. Processed foods like canned soups, frozen dinners, pickles, chips, and packaged snacks are typically loaded with salt. Even bread can be surprisingly high in sodium. Some studies suggest that excess salt may activate autoimmune responses, potentially making conditions like rheumatoid arthritis more severe. Aim to keep your sodium intake under 2,300 mg per day, and use herbs, lemon, garlic, and spices to add flavor without the inflammation. Number 7. Alcohol is another sneaky contributor to arthritis flare-ups. It dehydrates the body, interferes with liver function, and contributes to systemic inflammation. Over time, alcohol can weaken your bones, increase uric acid levels, and make joint degeneration worse. For people with gout, a type of arthritis caused by uric acid buildup, alcohol is especially dangerous. Beer and spirits are particularly problematic, while wine may be slightly less inflammatory. But even moderate drinking can increase CRP levels and stress the immune system. Reducing alcohol or cutting it out altogether can lead to fewer flare-ups, better sleep, less swelling, and improved energy levels. If you're using alcohol to unwind, try herbal teas or mocktails with anti-inflammatory ingredients like turmeric or ginger. Number 8. Omega-6 fatty acids. Your body needs omega-6 fatty acids, but the key is balance. When you consume too many omega-6s and not enough omega-3s, the imbalance creates a pro-inflammatory state that worsens arthritis symptoms. Omega-6 fats are found in vegetable oils like corn oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil, and products made with these oils such as margarine, store-bought salad dressings, and baked goods. The modern Western diet often contains 15 to 20 times more omega-6 than omega-3, which is a recipe for chronic inflammation. For someone with arthritis, that means more pain, more swelling, and slower healing. The fix? Swap those oils for healthier options like olive oil and increase your omega-3s from salmon, flax seeds, chia seeds, or walnuts. Number 9. Artificial additives and preservatives. Many packaged foods contain chemical preservatives, flavor enhancers, and colorings that can irritate your body from the inside out. One common example is monosodium glutamate, MSG, often found in canned soups, instant noodles, processed meats, and takeout meals. MSG is known to trigger inflammation in some people and may worsen joint pain, especially in those with autoimmune-related arthritis. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and saccharin can also be problematic. Number 10. Gluten, found in wheat, barley, and rye, can cause inflammation in people with arthritis, especially autoimmune types. Even if you're not gluten sensitive, removing it may reduce joint pain and stiffness. Try going gluten-free for a few weeks and see how your body responds. Your daily diet plays a huge role in either fueling arthritis pain or helping your body heal. The good news is that just as certain foods can trigger inflammation, others can fight it. Leafy greens, berries, nuts, fatty fish, turmeric, ginger, and olive oil all have powerful anti-inflammatory effects. When you remove the bad and add the good, your joints respond with more flexibility, less pain, and better mobility. Thanks for watching the Wellness Cues. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on healing your body from the inside out. See you next time.